Hello and welcome back to my channel. In this tutorial, I'm going to explain gradient boosting regression with Scikit-learn. Gradient boosting regression is a supervised learning algorithm used for regression tasks. The idea behind gradient boosting is to enhance weak learners and construct a final combined prediction model. Decision trees are primarily employed as base learners in this algorithm. In this tutorial, we'll briefly explore the fundamentals of gradient boosting regression and how to implement it using Scikit-learn gradient boosting regressor class. This tutorial covers introduction to gradient boosting, preparing data, defining the model, prediction and visualizing the result, and the conclusion. Let's get started. First, I'll give a brief introduction to gradient boosting regression. Gradient boosting combines the strengths of multiple weak learners and improved predictive models. It iteratively refines the model by adding new weak learners and optimizing the loss function. This approach addresses errors in the ensemble and employs gradient descent for enhancing robustness and efficiency, distinguishing it from other boosting methods. The model training process includes the following components. The first one is the base learners. They are individual models, here decision trees, within the ensemble, each specializing in a specific data aspects and contributing to the final prediction. Loss functions calculate the difference between predicted and actual values. Common ones include the mean squared error for regression tasks. The optimization process minimizes the loss function by iteratively adding weak learners. Each new learner predicts the residuals of the current ensemble, refining predictions and improving overall performance. Now we'll start implementing the gradient boosting regression model in Python. First, we'll start loading the necessary libraries for this tutorial. Here we use datasets, model selection, and ensemble modules of Scikit-learn. And we use NumPy and Matplotlib libraries. Then we generate simple regression data using the make regression function. This creates a dataset with 400 samples and 3 features. The generated data is then split into training and testing sets using the train test split function. Here we use 20% for testing. Here is how to generate synthetic regression data and splitting it into training and testing sets. Next, we define an instance of gradient boosting regressor model using gradient boosting regressor class from Scikit-learn's ensemble module. Here we provide hyperparameters such as an estimator, learning rate, and max depth. An estimator specifies the number of weak learners to be sequentially added to the ensemble during the training process. Learning rate controls the contribution of each weak learner to the final prediction. A lower learning rate makes the model more robust by slowing down the learning process and potentially reducing overfitting. Max depth sets the maximum depth of each decision tree in the ensemble. The model is then trained on the training data using the fit method. After the training, we can make predictions on the test data using the predict method. Here we instantiate the gradient boosting regressor model, providing the estimators 100 estimators and the learning rate and max depth. You can change these hyperparameters according to your data set. Then we train the model with trained data. Then we can predict test data with the predict method, providing the test data. To evaluate the model, we define a function to evaluate the prediction accuracy. The function MCRMC calculates the mean squared error and the square root of the MC between the actual and the predicted values. Here we define a simple function to calculate MC and RMCs. Finally, we print the calculate MC and RMC to evaluate the performance of the model and visualize the result on a graph. Here is the code how to visualize the data points and the predicted values. Result looks as follows. Here is MC and RMC values. Then this is the graph. Scatter plot shows the original data points, and a red line is predicted data. That's it for this tutorial. In this tutorial, we briefly learned about gradient boosting regression and how to implement it using Scikit-learn gradient boosting regressor. Gradient boosting combines the strengths of multiple weak learners to improve predictive models. It iteratively refines the model by adding new weak learners and optimizing the loss function. The gradient boosting regressor class helps us to build a gradient boosting regressor model suitable for a wide range of regression tasks. Here is the source code. I'll put the link to source code in description. If you like this video, please subscribe my channel and hit like button. Thank you for watching and see you next time.